Returning after a 3-year hiatus, Squid Game Season 2 managed to tie some major loose ends after Season 1's cliffhanger, but there are still some mysteries about the show's 2-year time jump that were left unsolved. Squid Game Season 1 ended with a 1-year time jump, showing Gi-hun after winning the games while struggling with his survivor's guilt and anger at the game makers. In Season 1's final moments, he prepares to get revenge against the front man, with Season 2 then picking up with another 2-year time jump. Squid Game Season 2 begins by showing what Gi-hun has been doing in the 2 years since the Season 1 finale, which includes putting all his earnings toward finding the recruiter and a way back to the games. Ultimately, Gi-hun finds the recruiter and meets Jun-ho, a former detective who infiltrated the games as a masked man, is secretly the frontman's brother, and wants to find the game's location again. Curiously, despite their intense research into the games over those 2 years, Squid Game Season 2 doesn't address the two people who likely could have helped them the most. One big question that Squid Game Season 2 doesn't answer is who won the 2 games that were played after Gi-hun won. While Gi-hun spent much of his resources on finding the recruiter during the recruiting season each year, he could also have been searching for the past 2 winners. Granted, it might not have been an easy process to find them unless he were somehow able to find indebted people who suddenly came into the 45.6 billion won prize for winning in Squid Game. Regardless, the mysteries of who won after Gi-hun, what they did with their earnings, and how they feel about the games after returning home still remain after Squid Game Season 2's ending. The frontman would have access to this information, and it's already known that they're continuing to be tracked after they leave the island, so it's possible that Gi-hun will learn about the most recent winners in Season 3. If Gi-hun is somehow able to track down the 2 most recent winners in Squid Game Season 3's story, then they could end up being crucial to helping him take down the games. With the money they would all have, the winners could pool their funds to attack the game makers and organizers together, perhaps ending the games for good. Since Squid Game Season 3 almost certainly returns Gi-hun to the outside world at some point, finding these other winners could be a strategic way to corroborate each other's stories, get retribution for the dead, and hold those responsible accountable.